Hey everyone, March 21st update. Wanted to jump on here. I know we haven't done an update in a couple of days. In the last couple of days, I just want to report that we just recently moved from the Medica border crossing to another border crossing. Actually, Red Cross kind of pushed us out of the location that we were in. But this other border crossing that we're at now is actually closer to our accommodations, and we're working closely with a refugee center over there. Actually, the team went over there tonight and served a meal. We've been out just doing ministry during the day as the crossings occur. Not a high volume of people right now, but the intelligence that we're getting is that there's about 100,000 refugees that are in transit right now moving towards those western borders. And so we're anticipating the next 7 to 10 days for a real influx of refugees at the border that we are at currently, and also Medica. One thing I want to say is that this is a constantly changing environment on the ground. It's not like a hurricane or a tornado. The thing happens and then you go in and respond. The event is currently unfolding as dynamics on the ground change, as missile attacks occur, as cities are taken over. And it's been kind of a slow moving event as well. A lot of the refugees tried to stay inside the country, and the other day when Lviv took the missile attack at the airport where they retrofit the MiGs, that's when there was movement again. So anyway, it's a constantly unfolding event, and we're trying to adjust and shift and be in the right place at the right time. I know that today it was yesterday and today, we were able to get some real urgent needed medical supplies for a search and rescue team out of Poland that is going pretty deep down in the front lines. And IFAC kits and combat trauma supplies. We got those to them for them to take in, and then our team is going to be going into Ukraine tomorrow. We're going to a medical facility where there's wounded there, and our medical teams will be able to serve. The team is looking forward to be able to assist in that fashion. Another thing we're just kind of praying about, talking about, is the possibility of trying to get an ambulance. An ambulance would really help in terms of the logistics in being able to move people who are wounded, who need to get out of the country. We have some opportunity with some other groups that we're working with. And just be praying about this. We're made aware of a hospital where there's 95 severely physically challenged children in a very compromised situation right now. And it's something that we would really love to see happen in terms of being able to get those kids out. And let's just be praying that a miracle occurs. And if we're to partner in that in some way, shape, or form, we'd love to do that. We do have several extractions in the works. We've been waiting for a woman who was pregnant. She just had her baby. I believe it was yesterday or today. Got the picture of that in the news, and they're going to be ready to move. And there's a couple others as well. There's some that we just can't go to some of these places without the right people and the right equipment. And so, desperate situation there. So, I also wanted to report that we got our team van finally. We're just finishing up the paperwork on that today, and that'll be legal, ready to roll. But we just want to say thank you for everybody who partnered with that. That van will be donated to a church that we're working with in Krakow when we're done, whenever that is. We have no idea at this point. I also wanted to report as well, just for those of you who have donated, we bought $10,000 in solar Bibles and SD cards for people's phones. So they have the Bible that they can listen to in their native tongue, which is really awesome. Just bought another $10,000 in IFAC kits. Those are combat trauma kits for gunshots, basically tourniquets and chest compression seals and all of that, to be able to help people who are being shot. It's a real need on the ground. That's the report that we're getting. So we just those are going in with the next team leaving. They're either tonight or tomorrow. Sorry, it's been things are blurring together here. It's been very busy, long 3 weeks. We also bought another $10,000 in solar phone chargers. This is a huge need for our teams that are working along the border. When people come out, they need to charge their cell phone. And so that's a huge need. So we just bought about $10,000 in those, and those are also going over. They'll be in transit tomorrow. So I just want to say thank you to all of our partners out there, everybody who has donated. And I want to say special thanks to Heart Ministries. Thank you so much. The Unforgotten up in New Jersey, all the resources that you're gathering and getting the bags to our responders heading in over. That's the Unforgotten. Somebody Cares America, great partner. Thank you guys so much. Doug Stringer, Jody, we so appreciate you guys. The Rock Church of San Diego. And then special thanks to the Kings and Craig as well. And all of you guys, so many different churches who have just sewn in, and we really appreciate this. We have no idea how long this is going to go. And just to be honest with you, like, we don't even think that we've gotten to really the heart and the meat of what we're actually going to do during this deployment. It's still unfolding. It just feels like the rubber band is still being stretched back, but the Lord is positioning us in the right place to be at the right time. It's what he does with us. And so our teams have just done amazing. So grateful for all of the responders who have gone. I think we have another 40, 50 people signed up, ready to go. There is space on some of these waves though. So, if you see this in an email, you can just go check out those waves there. We still need trained medical personnel. Guys, still an unfolding event. We do plan on we'll be going into Ukraine tomorrow. We do plan on doing that and pushing further into areas where there's greater need. There's not a tremendous need for medical on the border. Most of that is actually inside. And so we really want to get to those areas where there's unmet needs. And that's where we're really looking to go, is where the needs aren't being met. Again, it was remarkable even over in the Medica border. We were the only Christian organization that was there. And, we had worship, prayer going, people getting ministered the love of God just as they came out. And the Red Cross finally caught on to us and pushed us out of there. But we feel like we're in the right place. We're closer to the Slovakia border. We're still in Poland. We're up in the mountains. And I think as the dynamics of this war unfold, if it continues to escalate, this is where people are going to go. Eventually, the border crossings that we were working at, they're going to be cut off, and this is where people are going to end up. So we're just still looking ahead and just trying to be pre-positioned and just trying to be in the right place at the right time. But we still need medical people, military trained people. We have opportunities to go into some situations where we really need military trained medical people. Some of these situations are pretty hot. As we go into some of these areas, it's, we're likely to get pulled out of cars and, have to lay on the ground until they can figure out who we are. I mean, those are the situations that we're being asked to go into. So we really need the right people for those situations. We also need some seasoned responders who can make longer term commitments to bring stability and continuity throughout the mission. And also I'm looking for a couple of admin type people who can commit to maybe, more than one wave, maybe 2 waves, 2 or 3 consecutive trips. There's a tremendous amount of information, tremendous amount of work just in the logistics on the ground, the communication on the ground, allocation of resources, moving people and supplies, airport runs, all of those types of things. So if that's your heart, you have a high capacity for coordinating, we'd love to see you over there on the ground. We'd love to hear from you. You can email deployment@cryout.com. So that's the scoop. That's the update for March 21st. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a video from the field in our trip into Ukraine, where we're going to be serving in a hospital. But that's just the update for tonight, guys. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for your prayers, all your support, all of the love, and just be praying for our teams, pray for our responders. And one last thing, I just want last plug I want to make. Maybe you can't go on this deployment. Maybe it's not for you. And I do want to say, for those who are coming, it's pretty important you're in decent physical condition. It's rigorous travel over there, and where we're located, a lot of stairs, a lot of hills. We're in mountainous region. Also, just we need people who come who are in a good emotional state as well, good place spiritually. And flexibility is just a huge key because the thing is just constantly changing. And so a lot of patients seeing that we're part of an overall um, mission and team trying to accomplish something for the long haul. So we appreciate that. But if that's not for you, consider coming and serving at the Cry base here. The staff here has just been working. We got people around the country literally working on the administrative part of this, getting people on flights, and just so grateful for everybody who's put their hand to this and your heart. I know everybody just wants to help. So God bless you guys. We appreciate you. Have a great night, and we'll have a video soon from the field. God bless.